Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Black 2. No healing. In battle, revenge, Rainbow Wedlocke. In the last episode, we began our final gauntlet with Team Plasma. We entered the Plasma frigate and took down Zinzalin once again, and once and for all, with no problems whatsoever. And then it was time to face off against Colress for the final time in this adventure. And due to some pretty bad luck, a little bit of poor planning based off of misremembrance, and a very unfortunate critical hit, we lost our star Brooklyn once and for all. It hit really hard. I had initially thought that it was my fault and I made the wrong play, but as soon as I ended the recording, as you'll hear from me in a little bit, I realized it was because of a critical hit. It's likely that Thunderbolt would have KO'd him anyways, but it wasn't stab, and Brooklyn had a plus special defense nature. He's bulkier than you'd think. And unfortunately, he lost his life there because of that. But Gushers was able to make it out alive. And as you can see, it's much later in the game, time-wise. I have trained up Brooklyn's replacement and Gushers' brand new partner. And we are ready to go take on Ghetsis. I have trained them all up. They are ready to go. And I guess I should show you my thought process going into picking this Pokemon. So while I make my way back to the Plasma frigate, I'm gonna bring past me to the stands, if you will, to talk about what I was thinking as I chose Gushers' new partner. As you may have heard in the last episode, I was quite distraught after losing Brooklyn. I was even crying, and you can hear me crying right now because I just rewatched the clip just a few minutes. It's just a few minutes since I finished the last episode, and I just rewatched the clip. Kling got a critical hit with Thunderbolt, and I'm certain now that it was not my fault. I think he would have been able to take that hit if it wasn't a critical hit. I really do. That makes me feel a lot better about what happened against Colress. And fuels me more than ever to carry on in this adventure and make sure we win this adventure for him. You see, it was bothering me so badly because I thought it was my fault. I think I made the right decision. We would have survived that hit. He has really good special defense. And it's not stab. We would have broken its air balloon and switched into Gushers and finished that fight off. That was my plan. That was the most optimal plan, knowing that it had shift gear. And it adds another death to our counter that was to a critical hit. You see, throughout this adventure, I've been talking about pristine play, and it was a mirror to White 2, because White 2 is some of the worst gameplay I've ever had. Obviously I'm a lot better now, years later. And this entire adventure has been fairly pristine gameplay. It's like a 0 error the entire game, which is huge. And I thought that was a mistake, and it hurt, because Sade and Elusive being our first two deaths, they were basically guaranteed with what we were dealt. We got very unlucky as well with Grass Whistle. Then Sonora dying, just a bad lead. Yeah, he was stuck on the team because we hatched him first, and got doubled into. Really nothing I could have done there. Then losing Lout was horrific. It was a critical hit. Very small chance to end his life. The same can be said with Trixie as well. Just gone in seconds from a critical hit. And then Carly died to a critical hit as well. So every bit of what I've dealt with throughout this adventure was what the game was handing me, and my actions weren't the reason. But when you lose a Pokemon due to actions that you could have prevented, it stings a lot worse. And I now know that Brooklyn's death was not in vain, and it was not my mistake. I did what I needed to do to give myself the most optimal chance of moving forward with them both, and in the end, it cost him his life. And I'm ready to give Gushers a new partner to move forward throughout the rest of this adventure with. I'm really glad that I double-checked and looked. I was so hurt in the moment that I didn't even notice that Thunderbolt had landed a critical hit. Let's see who Gusher's best partner moving forward will be. Okay, so my options here are quite different. They're quite diverse, but I don't really have the best options. So these are our aces. Unfortunately, we've never used an ace. We've only gotten 5, and obviously I can't use them with Gushers. Gushers likes males, so we need a male that is okay with a female, basically. So this is the females that like females, so that's not going to work. These are our any's, so the top row of males could work. And these are the guys that like males, so none of these guys would work. So it's between this box or the Wobbuffet, Joltik, Corsola, and Slowpoke. And I've already made my decision, but I'll go ahead and go over what I was thinking. So obviously Gushers is fairly simple to pair. Only weak to one thing, grass. That's why Brooklyn was so good. We were 4 times resistant to grass, and the only other Pokemon in this box at first glance that is 4 times resistant to grass is Holomoth here. Bug and Flying. Bug resists grass, so does Flying. Mothim's not as good as Brooklyn. A lot of people said that he was, and I was dumb for choosing Masquerain. Yeah, who's dumb now? Brooklyn was great. Intimidate is invaluable. And unfortunately, we don't have anybody in this PC that has Intimidate. So, looking at it, Lumiose becomes a Flying type, which beats grass. I'm not feeling Togekiss, I'll just be honest. It's just not feeling it. Aven beats grass. Not. That's a joke. Briz beats grass is what I meant to say. But the problem with Briz here is he doesn't have any resistances that would help Gushers, and he's also weak to fire. So half of our team would be weak to fire. Not my smartest move, I would say. We lost the original White 2 Wedlocke because my team shared so many weaknesses together. And even though, because I was only looking at pairings, right? But if your team shares weaknesses and a pair dies, you can be in trouble. And with Ghetsis coming up, it's probably not my best call. So, Gushers needs a partner that has good resistances for her. Other than fire, just doesn't have anything. Yeah, it beats grass, but not resistant to grass. So we had to switch into him. He'd take good damage. And his ability's useless. Snowcloak doesn't do anything with Gushers, because I'm not going to set up the hail. Obviously, that would be stupid. So, just out for me. Deputy here, another useless ability. Sticky Hold's never going to be useful. Garbodor's not the best. And just overall, not feeling it. It doesn't have a good feeling for me. These two, they resist grass, but that's about it. Reckless is kind of cool, but I don't know. Then we got Pluto. So Pluto's interesting because you look at it. Oh, poison beats grass. Poison and fighting's not weak to fire. Oh, he's got dry skin. Awesome. You could heal him with Gusher's water moves. Oh, wait. Dry skin makes him weak to fire. So you see a trend here? everything that's good for Gushers, weak to fire. Not gonna use Drift Bloom, just not feeling it. Yeah, it'd be okay, but no. Quillfish is, I guess, okay, but I mean, I guess they don't share any weaknesses, but if Bobbery had Intimidate, I'd probably do it, but nah. And then Decelerate would be cool. I love a Selgor. I'd love to use one. Weak to fire. You see a trend? Wobbuffet, no. Corsola, no. Slowpoke, no. Both weak to grass. So, we got my shiny Joltik here. Everybody's like, you're gonna choose the shiny. Cut to the chase. Just add it to your team. And then there's a good amount of you that are like, don't do it. You're gonna be stupid again. You've been playing great. Why are you gonna be stupid? Surely, there's something better. And there is. It's not Alder. I'm actually going to be choosing the best Pokemon available to me for this purpose. It's actually kind of something you wouldn't expect unless you really looked into it. And that's going to be Reckless or Bagon. So the reason for this is, yeah, Salamence is a monster, for one thing. It has the ability Rockhead. And for all you guys out there, Rockhead, when he becomes a Salamence, becomes Intimidate. So there we go. That's really good, obviously. That's Brooklyn's Intimidate. He's basically a better Brooklyn, like damage-wise. I don't love him more than Brooklyn, but he's a better Brooklyn. No, damn it. Where did you go, Quillfish? You no, come back. You're supposed to go right here. Anyways, he's basically a stronger Brooklyn with the same purpose. He is 4 times resistant to grass. He resists fire, which is great, and he gets Intimidate. The only issue is he's weak to ice 4 times, and nobody on my team is weak to ice, but the problem with that is, and ice isn't a very common type, of course, but if I ever had to switch out from an ice type, Gushers doesn't take ice very well. It's just neutral, so it would deal a good amount of damage, but if we got frozen, we could just Scald. So it's not the worst. He's probably the best option of what we've got. Not, we're good resistance against the only weakness Gushers has, can Intimidate, and he's just going to be an absolute monster. So we're going to go ahead and add Reckless, the Bagon, to the team. And if the worst case happens and we absolutely have to fight Ghetsis with Gushers, we would have a Salamence. So I feel good about it. Hopefully nobody else joins this box before we beat Ghetsis. And I hope Brooklyn's going to be proud of what Gushers and Reckless will become. So, with that being said, we have a lot to do. Well, I have to train a completely new Pokemon all the way to level 58. He's going to evolve twice. He's going to evolve right away into Shelgon. Also, plus special attack, I guess, could be okay. I prefer the physical. And we'll finally have a Pokemon that can use Fly at level 50, which would be cool. So, I really don't want to record this. I don't have very much space on my laptop, and I haven't gotten my new computer built yet, but I'll probably record it because I've recorded everything else. Where's the leftover? Not the leftovers. The lucky egg. There it is. Give the lucky egg over to Reckless and get to work. We're gonna have a Salamence, which is crazy. But to be fair, 2 of the trainers coming up in the game have a Hydreigon, so come on, you can't complain about me using a Salamence. Nobody's complaining. Everybody's like, that's actually pretty cool. So, I'm going to go ahead. Does Reckless have Pokerus? Or did Reckless have Pokerus? I don't think so, because I never took it out of the PC in the Platinum Fate Lock, so we shouldn't get that notification. No. Cool, so we could still find it on our own. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys like the pick. I have a lot to do, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and train Reckless up, and I'll see you all when I'm done. Alright, here we are back on the Plasma Frigate. And as you can see, I went ahead and added Reckless, our Salamence, to the team. Or our then Bagon. Which, for one thing, Salamence is ridiculous. And he serves the same purpose that Brooklyn did. He has Intimidate, and he's a monster. He's a stronger 4 times Grass Resist that also has Intimidate. And I can finally use the move Fly outside of battle without having to get Woodstock from the PC. We've never had that. So that's really nice. I absolutely love Reckless. As you can see, he's a monster truck. Really high attack, really good special attack, and just decent defenses all around the board as well. Minus speed nature kind of stinks, but what are we going to do? Training took a long time, but here he is, and I hopefully showed you guys the evolution as well. So, Dragon Breath is the main thing. I could get Dragon Pulse. It's a 90 power special dragon attack versus Dragon Claw, which is an 80 power physical dragon attack. However, I bought all the max repels to go farming shards. I'll be honest, I can't take it anymore. I just want to fight Ghetsis and get it all over with, so I know what I'm gonna have to do. So I'm not gonna get Dragon Pulse. Dragon Claw will be good enough. He gets it at level 61. It's not that far off. So obviously Reckless isn't going to be used in this episode, really. So I guess we'll fight the Shadow Triad with him. This is probably a bad idea, but we'll fight the Shadow Triad with Reckless to introduce him to everybody. As for training, I've recorded it and showed training montages the entire series, but I didn't last episode and I didn't this episode, and I apologize greatly for that. As I said in a few episodes ago, I was going to be building a new PC. I have not gotten the parts all yet. They have not been delivered yet. One of them, the motherboard, ironically, is the last one to get here, and it's been delayed. So I have to get these videos recorded, and my computer does not have very much space. So I can't record training, unfortunately, but I didn't get a shiny, so it doesn't matter. We already got a shiny in the Joltik, which a lot of people probably want to see me use, but I didn't because the fire weakness. It's just not worth it. But, you know, my thought process was I could have added Joltik because we're probably going to lose November and Nadia anyways in this episode. But we'll see. I'm going to try and have a higher hope, higher spirit, and I believe we can beat Ghetsis. I don't think this is where our challenge ends, just like it did 3 years ago. I certainly hope not anyways. But here's Ghetsis. Kyurem's going to be his vessel into which his desires will be poured. And Kyurem's been transferred, according to the Shadow Triad. Ghetsis is going to get out of here and leave the Shadow Triad to take care of me. And here comes Shane. Shane is still looking for Purloin, and he's finally going to get his answers. He got his Liepard back. Isn't it a sweet reunion? What a weird way to cap off that storyline. I tell you what, I wish we could fight the Liepard, but I don't think when you battle this Shadow Triad member, this Shadow Triad member, we don't fight the Liepard. But we're gonna introduce our new member of the team. It's late into the game, but that's the best time to go ahead and add something like Reckless. All right, Team Plasma Shadow has a Poniard up first, which is perfect for our boy Reckless. He's no Brooklyn, but he is definitely going to serve pretty much the same purpose Brooklyn once served. Oh, Defiant. Are you kidding me? Oh boy, Intimidate gave it Defiant. But luckily, we're not Brooklyn, so we can outspeed it and kill it in one shot with Bulldoze. But, you know, I don't want to make fun of Brooklyn, but you can't really talk about Reckless without talking about how much better he is than Brooklyn. But I love Brooklyn more, obviously. What do we do here? I guess let's use Dragon Breath. How much does Dragon Breath do? Can we knock it out one shot with Dragon Breath? Bulldoze probably would have done the job just fine. No. Ooh, I use Sword Stance. I'm so frightened by your swords. Oh my goodness. What are you gonna do? Outspeed Reckless? No, he's not Brooklyn. Goodbye, Absol. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I feel bad. I miss Brooklyn a lot. I loved him. He was great. And, you know, it's unfortunate he didn't get Quiver Dance until the end of the game. Because can you imagine Quiver Dance sweeping Ghetsis? If he got it, well, he isn't even here for Ghetsis. I know he's not. I miss him. He's great, but I believed in him when others didn't, and I'm happy with what he's done for our team. I'm happy for what he's done for our adventure, and he'll never be forgotten, that's for sure. He'll definitely be considered one of the shining stars in this entire playthrough, which is definitely a great title to hold. Anyways, we got 2 more Shadow members to take down. They are more or less the same. None of them have an Ice type, so I'm just going to let Reckless wreck shop with this entire place, just because he's not going to be fighting against Ghetsis unless things go horribly wrong, and I don't even want to consider that as an option. I guess Dragon Pulse would be really good to have then, but, you know, I know that type of preparation's important. And yeah, Salamence is... I wish I could get Dragon Dance. Then I would just sweep Ghetsis with Reckless. But, you know, Nadia can only strike once, basically. That Thunderbolt, anyways. Because, you know, we added Nadia right before Drayden, and then Drayden was no longer an issue. I don't think any of my replacement options for Brooklyn could have done that same thing for Ghetsis. But I gave it some consideration. Alright, a Selvor. Well, that's going to outspeed us, but... Watch it have, like, Icy Wind. I think they get Icy Wind, but it wouldn't kill me. There's just no way. It's Bug Buzz. That's fine. We resist Bug. Brooklyn also resisted Bug. One time, just like Reckless. But yeah. Crunch is just really good to have. We got good coverage. Oh, what? It lived to that Crunch? I'm surprised. Watch it. I should have used Fly, I guess. Whatever. I want Aerial Ace. Oh. It would have been funny if I used Fly there, because then... It would have used Fly, I'd used Fly, and then it would have missed, but there was no reason to use Fly when it only had 1 HP. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Reckless, your defense isn't that great, apparently. It wasn't even, like, stab or anything. I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. I guess Reckless doesn't have any form of recovery, but Brooklyn didn't either. I guess we could teach him rest, but right, we at least get to heal. Let's go ahead and use Moo Melt. Yeah, see, 49. I used 1 max repel, and I said... No, no, no. I'm not doing that. I had to get like 5 blue shards. We aren't bothering with that right now. Especially, like, if Dragon Claw wasn't a thing and that was the only dragon move, then I'd bite the bullet. But I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I think Dragon Claw probably does more since my attack stat's higher, like, roughly. And I gotta wait till level 61, which is what? 2 levels? 3 levels? We'll be 61 in no time. I'll probably train to 60 for the Victory Road. And that's, what, just a couple of trainers, and then Reckless will be 61. But we've got a lot to do before Victory Road. Might not even need to train for Victory Road, because we've got the Abundant Shrine. Here, listen to me talking as if I'm gonna beat Ghetsis. I'll be honest, I feel really good about Ghetsis himself. Assuming nothing goes wrong against Kyurem, which is my biggest concern, because I don't really have much to do against Kyurem, and that's the hard part for me. Because last episode I was talking about how I see a lot of similarities in this playthrough that I see in White 2, and that's what cost us to lose. So to talk about that a little bit, going into Ghetsis, I only had 1 strategy for him, and that was it. I didn't prepare anything outside of my main pair, which obviously is a rookie mistake. And I'm doing it again, and that's really because I don't feel like I have any other options. I have 1 really good option in Nadia and November for Ghetsis, and assuming it does not go well, I think we just lose the game at that point, which is disgusting to consider, but... Not being able to heal in battle, I don't really think I have any other options. Catherine and Marcus don't really do much of anything to Ghetsis. Marcus with the Choice Scarf beats Hydreigon, probably. But... And Gushers and Reckless, I don't really know. I haven't given it much thought. Gushers beats a couple of his Pokemon quite well. But Gushers can't beat Ghetsis all by herself. The only way I can get out of this fight without any deaths, which is obviously the goal, is to do it with November and Nadia and go for a sweep. Which would definitely be Revenge served cold. And obviously it's a dish best served cold. That's the best way to do it. Look at all this ice Team Plasma's made. You know, if I'm gonna get Revenge on Ghetsis, the best way to do it would be to freeze him. And That's Nadia's goal. However, the similarity that I see other than that is I had to beat Kyurem with... Can I not go down? I guess not. Why wouldn't they just block that? It looks like there's a way that you'd be able to, like, go down there. Is there? No, it's just a dead end. Whatever. Alright, I still have a repel up, I think. Nothing down here anyways. The big similarity that I see is I have to beat Kyurem with my lead, because you get thrown into the Ghetsis fight immediately. Meaning, in my original White 2 Wedlocke, I wanted to do it with my Bisharp and my Claydol, Silica and Toppin. And when Silica died against Kyurem, it left me stuck for Ghetsis, and I lost. I lost the whole challenge. I lost all 6 of my Pokemon against Ghetsis right here. And we did continue on, but that's where we lost. This Revenge Wedlocke is about getting revenge on Ghetsis. And this entire journey comes down to this one moment. And I don't know if November can beat Kyurem by herself. But I don't have a choice. Actually, November's holding a Lumberry. I'm gonna do reverse Gushers and give a Citrus Berry. I hope that's not a mistake. And I hope I don't come to regret that. Our time is now. This is it. This is what this entire journey has led to. This is what this whole thing has been about. Beating Ghetsis. This is the episode. This is what everything has been for. This is what Sade and Elusive died for. This is what Sonora died for. This is what Lout died for. This is what Trixie and Carly died for. And this is what Brooklyn died for. The 7 deaths that we have had up to this point was to get us face to face with Ghetsis. And to drop him on his head. Let's do this. The giant chasm! This is the spot where Kyurem's power resonates. Here, Kyurem can use the full extent of its power and easily cover all of Univine in ice. Kyurem, come! I have a memory that has continued to haunt me. So do I. That unpleasant look in your eyes reminds me of it. So do you. That aside, this is my gift to you to show my respect for making it this far. I will freeze you solid right here so you can watch my glorious ascent. Kyurem, glaciate! There is one thing that Karma will do just like Ross. That's not lose. But that's fight. So you came. The freak without a human heart! And that Pokemon we are going to have to defeat. Why did you come here, En? Why? Zekrom told me, Ennis, the Kyurem is suffering. I can't allow selfish humans to make Pokemon suffer. I like Unova. It's the place that taught me to live as a human. It's the place that made me notice the harmony between Pokemon and humans. Living together, I will protect the Pokemon and humans who live here. Excellent. That was a moving expression of your determination. So the education I provided to make you king wasn't a complete waste. But I still haven't forgotten that even though I was kind enough to find you when you were living in the forest with Pokemon and take you in and care for you, in the end you were selfish and disrupted my plans. I was supposed to use your abilities to rule Unova. But I'll forgive you for that as well. Zekrom, which you were kind enough to bring with you, can shatter ice, and you saved me the work of searching for it. Well, actually, I knew you'd appear if we fired ice missiles at Opaloosaid, and you noticed the change. That's an ugly formula. It won't work. Oh, but it will. It already has! Oh, boy. This is the Pokemon I'm worried the most about. Not Ghetsis. I'm worried about Kyurem. I'm worried November can't take what it throws at her, and in the end, she won't make it. She has to make it. She's all I've got. She's the only Pokemon on our team that was there from the very beginning of Karma's adventure. She's the only one left standing of the original 6. No, she's not. Catherine's still here. That's not the point. Hush. She's one of the first Pokemon we caught. Catherine took a while to come, as Sonora would gladly tell you. As these Pokemon battle, Zekrom and Kyurem, they are going to merge. And before we can fight Ghetsis, we must defeat the merged Kyurem, called Black Kyurem. It is an electric ice type. It's a dragon ice type. I don't know what type it is. I think it's dragon ice. Oh, boy. This is my only chance to turn back. I do get to decide if this is really what I want to do or not. There are so many things at play here that could go horribly wrong. But just like we believed in Brooklyn for so long, that belief will carry on to our other bug type. And we will do it. We have what it takes, and we will succeed here today. Ghetsis is about to feel the wrath of what true revenge is. We are fueled to the very brink. We will do this. We will win this here today. I know we will. I believe we will. That's what this has been about. This entire challenge, I just realized, has not been about revenge. It has been about belief and believing that we can do this. I'm not gonna back down and be afraid. I'm not gonna be anxious. I'm gonna believe in my team, move forward, and win this game. I know we will. I can't explain it, but I've got this. Last time Ghetsis was going to use N to capture people's hearts and minds to rule them. But this time, I am going to rule with overwhelming power and rule with an iron fist. Do you understand? If you had simply become king, Unova would have remained beautiful. Come now, trainer. This time, no one will save you. But to make things interesting, I'll give you a chance. Let's see if you can stop this, Kyurem. What's this? Your Pokeballs are trembling? Could your Pokemon be shaking with rage? No, they are shaking with revenge, vengeance, and belief. These tools of emotion will overpower both Kyurem and you. We are going to win this game. Let's do this. Time to face off against the mascot legendary of Pokemon Black 2 versus Black Kyurem here in the Giant Chasm. I need your help, November! Let's do this! Ironically, It's the end of December, and I'm gonna defeat Kyurem here on New Year's Eve! This is going to be a fireworks explosion, and you're not Catherine. Alright, November here has a very odd moveset. Her only method of attacking is Rock Slide, and I had to do it this way. That's my best bet against Kyurem here. And I need agility and baton pass for Ghetsis. I don't get to move after I beat Kyurem, meaning what happens right here. It's final, and I learned that the hard way 3 years ago. So, one good glimmer of hope about Kyurem here is it does count as a wild Pokemon. Because of that, out of its 4 attacks being Dragon Breath, Slash, Fusion Bolt, and Ice Burn, I think it's Ice Burn, it's one of them. Out of those 4 moves, since it's a wild Pokemon, it has a random chance of using its attacks, a 1 in 4 chance. Because of that, we want to see its Ice-type attack be used here. It is a 2-turn move, meaning Protect can cancel out its turn, meaning we just have to deal enough damage with Rock Slide to get rid of it in at least 3 hits, or November and Nadia will both die here. And I can't miss. Rock Slide, November! We're faster, which is great. Flinch it! Freeze Shock. It's gonna get cloaked in a freezing light! And because of that, I can stop its turn by using Protect! November, protect yourself now! That's the best case scenario! Freeze Shock will do nothing, and we get to go again! Rock Slide! Flinch it, November, come on! Dragon Breath. Oh, that's why I had a Lumberry, no! Okay, it didn't paralyze us. Rock Slide! Get rid of Kyurem now, November! That's it for Kyurem! Great work, girl! Oh, that could have gone wrong in so many ways. But that's it for Kyurem. And I hope we get healed. I don't remember. I'm pretty certain we do, yeah, because I had to kill Silica again. Because that's where our Bisharp Silica had fallen. And by November, knocking out Black Kyurem, Kyurem and Zekrom separate. I can't believe it! The Black Kyurem I went to all the trouble of preparing! How irritating! Now I have to go recapture Kyurem, don't I? But first, I'll take down this disgusting trainer with my own hand, just like I did with Ross 3 years ago. I succeeded then. I will succeed once more! No matter what you try, you will not be able to stop me! You will not get your revenge! Time to face off against Team Plasma's leader! It's Ghetsis! This is time for our vengeance! Oh, he's got a team of 6, and it's all on November and Nadia to do this! And first up is gonna be his Cofagrigus. It's a ghost type, and Cofagrigus is level 54. November, let's go! Alright, November, this is do or die. I can't use items in battle. I have to set myself up to sweep him down. My biggest worry in this fight is him switching. Cofagrigus likes to use the move Toxic, and November is immune to Toxic. If he knows that and switches out, that ends everything I planned. He needs to attack November and not get critical hits or special defense drops because I need to set up. November, this is all or nothing. This is what we've come for. Yes, it's gonna protect itself! You fool, that's gonna do nothing. Agility! Double your speed, that's 2 stages. And I don't know if that's enough. I'm gonna do it again. Agility! Oh my god, I'm shaking. Revenge is a dish best served cold. It has Psychic! You gotta take it, November! Oh god! Oh my god, I didn't know it had Psychic! Holy shit. Okay. November, get out of here! Yes, it's gonna protect itself again! Baton Pass, November! This is not on you. You were there when Nadia needed you. And you both might be weak to fire. But what you can bring can overwhelm that flame with sheer cold. Let's go, Nadia! All right! No, we do not have the move Sheer Cold, even though she did learn it, or attempt to. This whole thing, this whole fight comes down to can Nadia outspeed everything on their team and set ourselves up with Swords Dance. Swords Dance, Nadia! I did what I had to at the Pokemon World Tournament for that move because it's necessary. Toxic is definitely a terrifying thing. Oh no. I do have a Lumberry, but I wanted to use Swords Dance again. Oh god, I didn't think about that. I'll die. Uh-oh. If it uses Toxic on me again, if I go for another, I don't think I have enough attack behind me to knock off a Grieving out. I'm gonna go for Protect. I just don't want to see him use Protect. He's going for Toxic again. I gotta get rid of Cofagrigus then. If it Toxics me... I'm trying to think about this. I don't know if I have enough attack to knock out his Pokemon. I know that seems ridiculous, but some of his Pokemon have Rock-type attacks. I can't risk that. Toxic kills me in 8 turns, and I can finish this in 6. It'll be cutting it god close. I have to do another Swords Dance. I know we're gonna be Toxic, but it kills me in 8 turns, not 6 or 7. Yes, you missed the Toxic! Nadia, yeah! That seals this game! Is it over? I don't know. Nadia, Seed Bomb! But it's got a lot of defense. Will it be enough? It will be! Yes, and it doesn't make contact, so Mummy's not gonna happen, which doesn't matter because our ability's done anyways. Okay. Electros. Does it know Flamethrower? It shouldn't matter. Nadia is set to go. Seed Bomb! If there's one Pokemon I knock out one shot, it has to be this. Thank God. Alright, it probably had Flamethrower. I'm doing what I had to do. I can't heal in battle. This is my fight to lose, and I will not lose anybody else today! Alright, Seismitoad's next. It's a water ground type. That's why I've got Seed Bomb! Hit this thing, Nadia! Alright, only 3 Pokemon left. Drapion, Toxicroak, and Hydreigon. Alright, gotta stay in. Nah, duh, I'm not gonna switch. That would be stupid. Alright, Drapion's a poison dark type. We can't use Seed Bomb, it's not very effective. Nadia! Ice Punch! It was enough. Nice! Alright, awesome! God. Alright, next up, Toxicroak. Alright, this is the biggest worry left, obviously. It's a poison fighting type, and it could probably kill me in a single shot if I don't. Ice Punch! Yeah! This is for all of those Pokemon. Nearly 3 years ago. His final Pokemon is Hydreigon! It's a Dark Dragon type! And it's gonna be level 56. Nadia, this is for Ross. This is for Kendall. This is for Seldom. This is for Penelope. This is for Earl. This is for Silica. And this is for Toppin. Ghetsis, revenge is a dish best served cold. Ice Punch! And that's it for Ghetsis. Clean sweep from Nadia once again. Yes! And level 59 we hit. It's over. But there's still so much more to come. Brooklyn, that was for you as well. That's a big wait. It's over. That could have gone wrong in so many ways. I'm so glad Kyurem used Freeze Shock. I'm so glad Psychic didn't crit. Oh. How can this be? I'm the creator of Team Plasma. I'm perfect. I'm the absolute ruler who will change the world. And I lost to an unknown trainer after defeating that dumb boy Ross. I can't accept this. This is not possible. I can't be bested by a fool who can't even use their Pokemon correctly. It's hard to call you this. Father, please understand. Pokemon are not tools. Pokemon and humans take each other to greater heights. They are our wonderful partners. Some humans understand this, just like Karma. Didn't you see how distraught she was once Colress defeated her Masquerain? Why can't you see this? Shut your mouth! Don't talk to me like a person, you freak. No real person could talk to Pokemon. Lord Ghetsis has lost control. We will take it from here. On behalf of everyone, thank you, Karma. Kyurem is fine. Now it has lost its power, but it will come here again. Zekrom says thank you as well. That's right, I can talk with Pokemon. On that day, nearly 3 years ago, a certain trainer in Alder taught me something. By accepting defeat, you can come back stronger with different ideas and maybe change your fate and your destiny. And my world quietly grew bigger. By being with Pokemon, humans can continue towards new horizons. By being with humans, Pokemon can exhibit their true power. That's what Zekrom taught me. The ideal for Pokemon and me. That's a good song. And someday, both ideals and truth will come together. Then Pokemon and humans will be free from Pokeballs. Karma, what are you and your Pokemon striving for? You should head to the Pokemon League and put your ideals to the test. Well, we already got what we were striving for. There's so much left that we can still do. It's over, Shane. For now. I'm headed to the Pokemon League. We are going to prove a lot more than just getting revenge. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I hope you guys like the new team member, even though Brooklyn is gone. We have a lot to do still. This is the longest series I have ever done. But there is still so much left to do. In the next episode, I will return to the Giant Chasm and get some items that I have left. And I don't know where I'm going from there. I guess we need to make our way to the Pokemon League, or at least to Victory Road. So we'll probably be taking on Route 23 next episode, which caused me immense pain last time. I lost my sanity. But we'll do it. And then we got the Abundant Shrine, Waterfall Trainers, Victory Road, which is going to be travesty. Say goodbye to everybody on the team. And then we have the Pokemon League. This series is almost over, and I can't believe how far we've come. Ghetsis is dead. And we have 7 deaths on the counter. This is the hardest challenge I have ever attempted on the channel, and somehow we have made it the farthest without losing a ton of Pokemon. That's quite shocking to me. I'm going to go ahead and put the experience chair over on November. I think she's done enough for now. I don't even know where to go from here, really. I'll rearrange movesets, items, and all that in the next episode, but I really hope you guys enjoyed, and hope that revenge was a great dish to intake. So, if it was, don't forget to click the like button. It helps out a great deal, and if you want to see more videos like this and haven't done so already, it would really mean a lot if you went ahead and subscribed and rung that bell to be notified of all future uploads for this series and the channel as a whole. So until next time, my team and I will see you then, when we make our way to the entrance of Victory Road. Oh, dear. No. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll say goodbye to Brooklyn as well. He deserves it. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching.